Ravel had this. He orchestrated into this. How? Let's break down the process. Hello everybody, my name is Yang Yang. I am a musical explorer who loves pattern, structure, and logic. Now we are in the 4th episode studying Ravel's Le Tombeau de Couperin prelude. Much of the discussion in the last 3 episodes focused on building vertical fullness in the climax. In this episode, we move to rehearsal mark 8 with an extra special attention to a horizontal perspective. We'll see how Ravel derives multiple horizontal lines, each with a different function from a single line. Let's get started. At first glance, we can see that the 2 clarinets share the melody. Let's set that aside for now and focus on the less obvious lines. Where do those notes come from? Why are they playing what they are playing? All those lines are derived from the piano left hand. Stacking the pitches of this arpeggio gives us the harmony played by the first violins, second violins, and violas. The second violins and violas move to reflect the harmonic changes. These 3 instruments alone have covered the piano left-hand notes entirely and established the basic structure. The cello pizzicato represents the percussive quality of the piano, adding motion and articulate the time. Notice that the cellos rest on beat 4 and do not place bass note C, leaving a space there. Similarly, the French horn enters on beat 2, also leaving space before it. In many of my other videos, we have seen bass notes played in both pizzicato and sustain, one emphasizing the attack, the other creating resonance. With that in mind, it would be perfectly logical to have the cellos and horn play through the full measure like this. But the Ravel goes further than this basic practice to craft the sound. By letting the cellos rest on the last beat and bringing the horn in on beat 2, he gives the texture a buoyant and lively character. Unlike the climaxes, where everyone serves the same goal of fullness, this lighter texture allows individual gestures to add color and stand out. And most importantly, no new pitches are added. These beautifully shaped layers are created simply from articulation and timing. Let's listen to the components again. Basic structure in the violins and violas. Motion from the cello pizzicato. And the light breeze from the French horn. Next measure, same structure. Except the first violins. The G sharp could have started on beat 1. Instead, Ravel uses an A here, creating a beautiful voice leading line, A sharp to A to G sharp. He seizes every opportunity for voice leading. Compare these two. Ravel's choice, the alternative. Always be aware of horizontal possibilities. Moving forward, the upper strings continue their role, using the harmony implied in the piano and providing the basic harmonic support. E minor, F sharp minor. They follow voice leading into the next measure before dropping out. Notice that this layer ends with a 2-part harmony, reflecting the piano left-hand notes. The texture thins out. On top of this harmonic pad, 3 horizontal lines are extracted from the same material. First, a descending line, in cello's upper divisi. Second, an almost parallel line below it. in cello's lower division. Third, the bass line in the open French horn. Notice how the same pitches are repurposed to create multiple lines. Once again, not a single pitch is added. By exploring the horizontal possibilities, Ravel adds dimensions using the same material. Now, notice that the harmonic support layer created by the upper strings and the French horn drops out here, leaving the cellos and the two bassoons to finish the lines. This reduced density and weight perfectly deliver the dynamic change. And the low strings add the harmonic support. The same material is transposed up with slight variation in the next section. The accompaniment adopts the same structure. Violins and the violas provide the basic harmonic support and create resonance. And again, all the pitches come from the piano's left hand. The cello's role is now taken over by the harp. The first beat is reinforced by cello pizzicato. And the horn's role shifts to muted trumpet. As you can imagine, the color becomes brighter. Now let's look at the melody. In the first section, the clarinets carried alone. Here, the melody shared by two oboes has got its own resonance layer in the flute. Where do those pitches come from? From the melody itself. The melody is essentially built on three backbone pitches, A, E, and D sharp. The other pitches are just decorative and adding character. By connecting those repeated notes, we get our resonance layer. And as we have seen before, instead of simply sustaining them, Ravel shapes the flute line rhythmically, giving it a light, playful character. The same approach appears in the next measure with the first bassoon. A resonance layer is created by sustaining the melody's primary pitches, this time 1 octave lower in the bassoon's natural register. The remaining notes follow the same structure as before. Bass in the second bassoon, 2 descending lines in the cello division, doubled by 2 clarinets. The final harmonic support is provided by the cellos and the flute. Accented by double basses. That concludes this episode. I hope it sharpens your awareness of horizontal development. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next episode.